I'm Pat. That's AJ.
It's 8:29. Windy with some snow today. Only a half inch possible, though. Highs near 33.
We're back in studio now with both Tina and Mary, two ladies who have come together to help you and your children because of their tragedy. It's a beautiful thing, man. You're right.
This has been long coming, I think. I remember when my high school, in the late 90s got our first defibrillator.
Yeah.
And that was late 90s. This wasn't even on the table. And we had one. But that's all you need.
All right.
And that's one of the things I know that, Tina, you're really big into the defibrillators and the importance of CPR training, too.
Absolutely.
CPR training. AJ, have you learned CPR training?
Yeah, when I owned my dance studio, I had to be certified in CPR.
So just a few years ago,
yeah.
five years ago.
I'm not certified anymore. I could probably go back to class, but yeah, I was certified.
Now, let's talk a little bit here about what is going to be happening with Tommy's heart, okay? You guys are setting up another heart screening, and talk about these heart screenings. And first off, they're free, okay? Because unfortunately, everyone hears like medical stuff, and we also think
we freak out. Yeah,
we freak out like you're going to charge us.
There's going to be a bill.
This is absolutely free. And who is this for? And what is this going to do here, huh?
You bet it is free. We realize that these tests are going to cost families about $1,500 because this is such a vicious cycle. If you take your child to the doctor and you say, I want him to have a heart screening, doctor's going to say, there are no symptoms. I'm not going to write a prescription for this. You're liable to pay the whole thing.
Because unfortunately, the doctors are looking out for your costs. They don't want to run up all these extra tests, but the tests could save a life.
Right, because 85% of our kids that die from sudden cardiac arrest have no symptoms.
Nothing.
So that's why we just bypass all the insurance, all the red tape, and we do it all for free.
I love that. I love that. I just saw somebody who went to one of your heart screenings. I think she brought her three kids, and two of them will have things they may have problems with in the future that they didn't know about. Yep. And she's like, this isn't something we need to explore now, but she goes, in the future, they would have never have known about it unless something happened, and usually by then it's too late.
And now, you guys are doing this because you guys do these all the time, but this one's happening at CMU, so that's in Mount Pleasant. Now, it's for kids ages 13 to 19, which kind of hits us with an interesting point because obviously London was younger than that, so she wouldn't have been able to get a heart screening, which it's something I wish we could figure out somehow.
Right.
I think because there's like special doctors needed or something to be able to do it younger, right? To have the younger
pediatric.
ones. Yeah. And now
I know that's something that everybody's pushing for.
Well, yeah.
That's a change people are pushing for.
Well, it is for us to be able to do it younger. Now, I'm curious, are we working on that to try to be able to do a younger one, or is it kind of hard or what?
It is. It would be a dream to be able to do that. There are so few pediatric cardiologists in the area that it's something that we have not been able to accomplish that goal yet. But I know it is needed. It's just we haven't been able to get there yet.
Okay, well, we're getting there. I always like this vision that is change doesn't happen by 90 degrees. It happens by degrees, and then eventually you get to your 90. So we're getting there. And
Tina, where did you post from the other day that you said, make sure you share this? They have defibrillators and stuff like that. You posted that on Facebook.
I'm doing it every day.
Good.
You are going to see me every day on Facebook.
Good.
If I'm in the facility and I see an AED, I'm going to take, with their permission, of course, take a picture, get their emergency protocol, and I'm going to post it on Facebook and let everybody know what their emergency protocol is so they know where they're safe. Okay?
So when something happens.
If something happens. If and when. I did this yesterday with Anytime Fitness on Hill Road. I work there. I'm an instructor.
Okay.
I teach fitness. And I took my entire class to the wall where all the emergency stuff was at.
Yeah.
Like where you can call police. They have a telephone there.
Yeah.
They have emergency button. They have necklaces you wear, personal devices.
Which should be well versed because, we all go to gyms and stuff, and sometimes people go in there, you're doing it yourself without any advice and push yourself too hard.
I think about that when I'm running or when I'm at the gym because I have asthma and nobody knows that but me. So, that kind of stuff's really important.
See, I just thought about that the other day. I saw a defibrillator. We were walking through Midway Airport in Chicago coming home.
I saw one too.
And I saw one in the airport. airport, and
Right.
literally because of you guys, I'm like, look, there's the defibrillator right there.
I'm going to bring a lot of attention to this. I'm
Yeah.
also going to become a CPR certified instructor. I've been CPR certified for 20
Yeah.
years, but I'm going to go around and also teach everybody how to do that. And use
It's
it.
not hard. It doesn't take long. It's
So-
a good thing to be certified in.
We're in studio with both Tina and Mary. They both are two mothers, two women who life has brought them together through some tragedy, but they're turning the tragedy into some beautiful good work with the Thomas Smith Memorial Foundation. And of course, you hear about all the awareness that Tina you want to bring when it comes to CPR. I got to tell you, I've dealt with more death than I want to in the past month. Unfortunately, we had a coworker pass away. I remember going up that night to tell our son, who knew him, hey, Jeff passed away. And then an hour later, we found out
It was
about
same day of London passed, yeah.
And then we had to go up and tell our son about London. And then, of course, 2 weeks later, my mother passes away.
And you two ladies, have dealt with one of the things that every mother is terrified of, and something that, I don't know how you pick yourself up from.
And that's what I was thinking about the entire time when I think about my troubles and my sorrows and what I'm going through. What must it have been like, for both Tina and Mary to do this?
Yeah, to pick yourselves up and do something for the good of others in a time that's so tough for you.
All the credit in the world to you. But I can't even imagine what it's like. And for you two to be able to take that now and turn it into something else, that's so beautiful.
It's either I lay in bed all day and do nothing, which that's what I feel like doing.
Sure.
Or I can make some changes and make sure this does not happen to anybody else.
God, I love it. That's what it's all about, right?
Somebody cutting onions in here, Pat?
I know.
Pat's going to start crying.
Get out of here. I'm done after the last few weeks. What are you talking about? Listen,
We're going to get all this information up at WCRZ.com about the Teen Heart screening this weekend.
Everything's up on the website. I can't thank you both enough for coming in here. We will keep in touch with you and keep people up to date with everything that is happening with both heart screenings and CPR training, and to let people follow your journey. Is that okay?
Absolutely.
All right.
You bet.
This one we know was off of London's Spotify playlist.
Yes.
Because she was 10, and 10-year-olds don't know what the radio is, and that's okay. All
She
right.
did.
So there you go.